Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and with me is my lovely cohort,
Composite Enerjane.
That's right. There she is in the background. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, it makes me happy. So yeah, today's review is going to be on the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Starscream, and here he is in his cyber. I guess this is his Cybertronian jet mode. He has a very Earth-like nose cone, but this looks very Cybertronian, and it's pretty good. So it's all right. It's a jet, it's a space jet. What do you think, Jane?
I mean, it's all right for a space jet.
Exactly. So yeah, this is jet mode, and it's pretty decent. But I think this is supposed to be a Cybertronian jet mode. So with this particular deluxe class, he came with some extra parts, which are these things. These little effect parts. You have these little pieces which plug onto his null rays. And yes, this is like one of the few weapons that I actually know the names of. So we have some null rays. You got some pewing. And then you have this sort of missile barrage effect. Very cool. Which plugs into this little peg here. Which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. What do you think of the effects?
I like them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty nice little detail. I think I'll always prefer extra weapons, but it's kind of neat. So I'm going to put it off to the side. We'll see him again in robot mode. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Nothing else to really do. Oh, the wings can kind of go up. So if you can just sit there parked. I think that's what that's supposed to be. But yeah, you can do that. Getting ahead of ourselves. So yeah, let's get on with transformation. And yes, I'm aware that his hands are visible. You can't hide it. Nothing you can really do. I mean, you could turn it, but it didn't feel like it. Not the biggest Starscream fan out there. But yeah, on with transformation. First, gotta pull this out. Like so. Then lift this up. And then fold this forward. Is this fold forward? No, I think it was unpeg this, unpeg this. Unpeg that. Move this forward. And then bring this out. Like so. And then bring... Okay, now I remember. Then you fold this out, flip this forward a bit to reveal his head, and then don't fold that back yet. Fold this forward, bring this entire assembly forward. There we go. Bring this forward. And then you have to push this in so it collapses, like so. And then this will peg into here. Like that, snaps into place, push the head down, and then this will fold back, and then it'll peg this, and then you peg these together. Done correctly, everything will just peg into place. Like so. Right, it looks right. Fold out the wings or fold them back if you want. I think I like folding them back for the space. And then you rotate the hips. Separate this entire mess. And then this will fold down, up, like so. And this is a pretty neat transformation for his heels. So then you bring that forward, like so. And those becomes his heels. And then here we have Starscream in his robot mode. Jane, any opinion?
It's very gray.
Yeah, that's just his color scheme. Usually this is either gray or white.
Gray, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die.
But he does have blue.
I'm blue,
All right, cut it off there. We don't want to get like a strike for that. This is YouTube after all.
Sorry, YouTube.
That's fine. That's fine. I likes the YouTube. All right, so yeah, this is him in his robot mode, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's basically it's another Seeker mold, which is nice, but it's a nice stylized Seeker mold. So yeah, pretty cool. The arms do have this weird annoying thing where it kind of like skips a thing. Like you can't have this, like you can kind of have it sideways, but it's a weird. It's like a weird step where it's not meant to be like that. Kind of just jumps. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, here he is. So I'll get a good close up at that head sculpt. Very nice, very Starscreamy. It's a bit on the thinner side. I feel like this works more as a Slipstream than Starscream, for those of you who know who that is. So yeah, let's go with articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Arms are on ball joints, but they are a bit limited because they have this weird like cylinder there. So it kind of sticks, but it is technically on a ball joint. Elbows, there's a swivel at the arm, bend at the elbow, bend at the elbow, and you can move the null rays. You can actually pop off the null rays, which is cool, but I like having them on because, you know, Starscream. And the hands do rotate 360. Swivel on the hands. Legs, well, waist can swivel. Legs can go out that far, forward, back, technically on a ball joint. Swivel at the leg, bend at the knee, and an ankle pivot. So yeah, he is chock full of articulation. He is very, very posable. Can't really see that, but he is very, very posable. You can do a lot of stuff with him. So yeah, he's pretty neat. Again, not a big fan of the character, but very, very neat figure. Very cool design. Before I brought in the accessories so we can see it. So the null rays, blasts go with the null rays. And the null rays, funny thing about the null rays, and have I said null rays enough? Jane, have I said the phrase null rays enough in this video? Or should I keep saying it more?
No, I think you need a few more times.
Alrighty then, so his null rays, very something unique thing about the null rays of his null rays, and I think I'm sick of saying null rays now. But the cool thing about his weapons is that normally on the Seekers, they have their lasers here more closer to like more pegged in here on their like what would this be, his shoulders, right? Yeah, usually it's either on the shoulder. No, usually this is pegged like up here. It's a very weird spot. I like how here they have it on its wrist. I think that's a much better design. But usually they have it up here on his arm. So what would this be, his like what is this? Jane? Up here, what part of the arm is this?
His upper arm.
Yeah, they had this weird design where it was on his upper arm. That's like the traditional Seeker mold, but here they have him on his forearms, which I think works a lot better. So yeah, here he has his blasts, and then his rockets, very neat, peg on his chest. So yes, he actually has chest rockets. I don't know if that's an innuendo somewhere, but there you go. He has chest rockets. Not the worst thing. I mean, he has this, which I don't even know what that is, but he has it. So yeah, pretty nice, pretty neat effects. Very cool, solid figure. On to size comparisons. Here we have Ratchet. And Clank. No, wrong series. And Cliffjumper. Funny name. Ratchet's name isn't trademarked. They couldn't trademark it, so he's always referred to as Autobot Ratchet in the packaging. Yeah, it's a funny story about Transformers. They always have to do that because they couldn't trademark the tool. They just couldn't. So here they are. Ratchet is still a little bit bigger because I consider him a standard, as he's, for me, a standard deluxe figure of a decent size. So yeah, overall, very nice, very decent figure. I'm a fan of these so far. I've liked, I think, all, if not most, of these Cyberverse Deluxe figures. I really hope they keep it going. These are really cool. So I think the weakest one was... oh gosh, who was it? Thunderhowl was a cool design, but the figure kind of fell apart if I remember correctly. He was alright. Shockwave is obviously one of the better ones, even though I don't have it. I don't really need it. His warrior class was really good. But that aside, yeah, it was overall, like, this is a pretty cool figure. Nice effects. Pretty nice. So yeah, this has been our review of the... Oh yeah, any final thoughts?
Not really.
Really? You're kind of indifferent to this one?
Yeah.
Okay, is he a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay, come on. Take a guess. It's 50-50.
No, where are my glasses?
Hold on. Let me put him a lot closer.
Is he a bad guy?
I know. That's what I'm asking you. Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't know. Is he a bad guy?
Come on, guess. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes, he is a bad guy. Starscream is known to being the second in command to the Decepticons.
Oh, that's right.
Now the name is familiar?
Yes.
Yeah, he's second in command. He's the coward that always tries to backstab Megatron.
Yes.
But then the few times where Starscream does actually become the leader, he's like horrible at it. Like very bad. He's a very, very bad leader. Which is why I think my favorite versions of Starscream are the Armada one. Because he's actually not a traitor in that one. At least not completely. He has some honor in him, which I like. And the movie version because he's not there long enough to be annoying.
Right.
It's implied that he betrays Megatron, but he's relatively faithful on screen. He just implies. So yeah, this has been our review of this figure. It's pretty cool. This has been the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Starscream. And this is Composite Enerjoe and
Composite Enerjane.
Signing off.
Peace.
Peace.